Hi artists, it's Miss Messer, your friendly neighborhood art teacher. And you might notice that I am out today. That means you have a very special job, which is to be great to our substitute. Not just good, but great. Show off how great our class is by following all class rules, working quietly, and helping out if asked. I cannot wait to get a good report back from our substitute teacher. All right, let's talk about what you're going to make today. Today, you're going to make a sculpture from a single piece of paper using drawing supplies to design with lines, shapes, colors, and patterns. You're going to get one piece of white paper. You only get one, so make it count. And once you get your one sheet, you're going to do something you might never have dreamed that I would suggest. You are going to crumple it up into a ball. That's right, when you get your paper, gently squash it. The key word is gentle. Don't squash it into an acorn size. Make it more like an apple. And after you crumple it up, decrumpify it and smooth it out flat. Next, you'll select a few markers and maybe a crayon or two in a limited color palette. I chose a warm color palette using red, yellow, orange, and pink with a black crayon for contrast. Pick out a marker and then begin tracing over all the creases in your paper. After you get done tracing, it's time to add colors, shapes, lines, and patterns. There are many ways you could do this, so you can get some ideas from watching me, but make up your own ways too. Watch as I color in, adding patterns, dots, lines, all different things I'm doing to fill in all these white spaces. When I'm done, you can see that my paper is bursting with color and pattern. I've used cross-hatching, I've used dots, I've used pattern, I've used my crayon on top of my marker to create interesting designs, all filling up my paper so it's exploding with color. Now, if you only get this far in class, that's okay. It takes a while to fill your paper, and as long as you're showing quiet focus on your work, you're on the right track. But if you do have extra time, I'm going to show you the next steps, which transform this 2D artwork into a 3D sculpture using just scissors and glue. All right, so then I'm going to grab my scissors and my glue and another sheet of white paper, which is going to be the base of my sculpture. And I just realized that I forgot to write my name and class code on my work. So I'll need to do that on my drawing and on my new sheet of paper. After my work is labeled, I'm going to start cutting my drawing into chunks. I can do some strips and some random shapes, but I don't want to make anything that's too small. Then I'm going to use a dot of glue on each end of my cut paper. I glue down one dot at a time by pressing hard and counting to 5. Then I glue down the other side with the paper arched upward, almost like a bridge. Watch as I assemble my sculpture, going over and under with these different pieces of paper, bending and folding them in different and interesting ways. Here's my finished artwork. Wow, that looks so cool. And all from some markers and a crumpled up piece of paper. And my art brain, of course, which is pretty important. Okay, I cannot wait to come back and get a great report from our substitute teacher and see this really interesting, colorful artwork. So go get to work, artists, and have fun.